We are back again for another two-player career mode episode at Zalvor on F123. For the first time in a two-player career mode within Zalvor on this game, as we start our first lap in Q1 on the mediums, braking for turn 1. There was just no apex found through there, so that was a bad turn, I can tell you that much for now. Turn 2 was okay, 3 isn't bad. The bank line isn't as OP as what it is in real life, which is unrealistic, but fair enough, I can understand why that is. Anyway, coming through the next fast corner, should have probably downshifted through there, even though I'm on automatic, but hey ho. Next one was alright, don't use that curve too much. Through the next corner, get blocked by my own teammate, because cheers mate. And onto the DRS straight, slight change of direction on the steering wheel as we have a slight snap of oversteer. But there's nothing wrong with it. We catch the car through this corner. This is where the driver makes a difference, really chucking it over the curbs and the setup of course. Chucking it over the curbs, throwing the car about. Car's reactive, responsive, because we've had a major and an ultimate front downforce upgrade for this race, apart from turn 1, so that was good, and it puts us P2, just 2.5 tenths off pole position. As we come out on the soft compounded tyres, which it reckons was about 5 tenths quicker, so just over half a second, and there's some time in the lap 2 in braking into turn 1, touching the grass, don't find a better apex at all through there. We've somehow had a worse first turn, which is interesting. Through turn 2, a bit wider, through turn 3, take a better exit, and we're already improving, just 2 corners after a tenth down, we're half a tenth up. Through this corner, this is a corner where there was a bit of time as we went a bit wide. Yeah, taking a much better apex through there, going a bit wider on entry, we're now 10.5 up. Through the next 2 corners, not using too much grip, not getting blocked by my teammate. And that is us 3 tenths up. Through the next corner, a bit wide, we're going to take a better line, slight change of direction on the steering wheel again as we have a slight kick of oversteer. I think that's Reese getting out of the way, but half a second up into the section where you just chuck the car and throw it about, especially on 50-50 wings. But I'm only on 50-40, so I wanted some decent straight line speed. 7.5 tenths up as we go towards the line. Up to the line, what's it going to be? You've run over the pothole because EA. It's a 7.4, I believe that was. 7.481. I was on the final lap. We don't even take a decent line. We haven't taken a decent line for turn 1 all session, but that's 2 tenths up. Through turn 2 and turn 3 it was a bit lazy, a bit lousy as we lose a bit of time. We're only a 10.5 up now. Coming through the next few corners, we need to find time. This is a crucial part in qualifying. Thankfully Red Bull's upgrades aren't as powerful here as what they have been recently, because we're in a section of high downforce tracks, but the next race in Monza, they'll be absolutely rapid. As we're only half a tenth up now, because I have had a bad run recently. We got a bit wide there, try and get a bit more straight line speed, but we have a snap, and that is us now down by a tenth, probably a tenth and a half by the time we go for the race. This is where the driver makes a difference again. Through the next 2 corners, we'll regain quite a bit of time. We're back up now, back to improving. The last corner, stamp on the foot as that is, I can full send it, because you may as well. I've got pole, I think. So just pushing all the way, and we'll see if we can get it. We do with a 107.410. We're on pole position for race day, and Reese goes up to P5, I do believe, as he comes towards the line.
Okay, good job, mate.
I don't know how he...
Really well done.
Wait, he's just got ahead of someone even though they set the time before him. Anyway, and they set the same time, but anyway, I'll see you on race day.
Thanks to the popularity of Max Verstappen. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Baxter lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Rees, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell, Liam Lawson, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Bottas, Teo Porcher, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Albon, Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent. Now,
Well, the regulations aren't new anymore, but the teams and the
And lining up to the grid we go, making sure we block our teammate, because I know how ridiculous their straight line speed is around here. So lining up quite far to the right, making sure we block Perez from getting a very, very good run, otherwise he will have us before turn 1. Anyway, meeting upon those 5 red lights for the start of the I need to say Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the Zandvoort Dutch Grand Prix. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. That's out and away we go for the Grand Prix. Perez got a better start, but bad second phase. Everyone got bad second phases. We're into P1, we retain P1, but Reese up to P2. And as you can see from the replay, everyone just gets a bad second phase, probably because of my line. I probably made them more cautious as Reese got through, which isn't ideal because he's probably the quickest out of these 5, but he could just ultra wear his tyres or do something, you never know, as that's the top 5 as at the end of lap 1. Ooh, as we have a bit of a slide, and yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MegaGamer8888 to see these live, and F1 Manager, as Perez now goes round us. We're going to try and go around the outside of Perez with a bit of wheel banging because of a snap. We're going to try and go around the outside of 2, onto the inside of 3, and we've done it. This Reese is moving all over the place with a slide as they're on a as you can see from the replay, Perez was quite good on the brakes into the final corner, and he just had the DRS and we didn't because of our slide. And now we have the DRS and the ERS on Reese, and our car is just a monster down the straight line, even if we have the same drag upgrades. And I went to go to the inside to defend against him, but he was still there. And on my screen, we made contact quite badly as well. We hit quite harshly, but on his screen nothing happened. We didn't even touch. But on my screen, he's probably got some damage, which, as you can see, yeah, he hits us, and a bit of his wing flies off, and then he goes deep. So he has damage on our screen, but not on his, as he falls down behind Perez. We now have a massive slide and lose the place. Well, we don't lose the place, we're fighting it on the inside of 2, and then to the outside of 3. Going to use all the straight line speed we can get with the advantage of the high line, and we take P1, well, we're taking P1 on lap 6. This player goes round the outside of us at the start of lap 7, and Reese retires from the session on lap 11, and we have a safety car. Reese fell out of the top 5 and was just in this gap of no man's land, then went over the curb again for the second time and DNF'd as Norris decided to drive in my car when I was backing them up, and they held Perez for Norris, which meant I should have held him up a bit more. Anyway, out the pits we go. There's a Ferrari, there's a McLaren, we're down to P4. So because Reese has caused us to lose these positions, I reckon we should play a little bit of revenge and try and cheese these positions back, try and overtake Lando and Carlos under the safety car, if we can. And as we come up to Norris, return to correct position, legal overtake, stay behind sight. We got it, we got the place on Norris, and I know it's quite cheesy. As Perez has just crashed into the safety car and given me damage. Oh my, what an idiot. As if he's just crashed into the back of the safety car, Carlos has stopped, and I get damage. Now I have to pit again onto used softs and hope they can make it to the end of the Grand Prix and have a wing change. I'm going to be firmly last, as we're down to 17th now as the new wing comes on. Yeah.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the
Hang on, there's a Red Bull pulling off the map there. What? Okay. Max is now out. Reese has left this session, and the game is saying I'm now 5th. As I'm going to try and overtake these cars so we can go fight with the leaders, because it's telling me that I'm in 5th and all these guys are lapped. But I don't understand how they're lapped. But I'm going to go for it, because what's there to lose? what is there to lose? We could win this race potentially, which is, can't lie, kind of ruin the comeback drive. But if it puts us back in the win, it puts us back in the win. If it gives us first in the championship, I won't complain about it. We were glitched out of a win in Canada season 1, so maybe this could be redemption for Canada season 1 as everyone slows down to obey blue flags. And on lap 14, round the outside of turn 3, taking the high line, getting the extra straight line speed on George Russell. There we go. We need to make use of these softs before they die off, as we get the fastest lap with a 9.3. Just 1.9 seconds off the pole time, I do believe. As we get Leclerc and touch Norris a little bit, but he does get out of our way. As we go through, we broke ridiculously late and nearly killed Sainz. We're going to let him back through. Don't know what Norris thought he would do, because I was never letting him up the inside there. As we touch Carlos, spin round a little bit, nearly lost the place as we did the Lando a little bit, and Carlos gives us the place, a bit cheesy. But then Leclerc somehow got here, so we go around the outside of him, and we take the win on lap 25 with George Russell in P3. That was a race and a half.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. So, Natalie, what made the difference out there today?
Well, there was so much contact out there today. Absolute carnage, in fact. So our winner just did incredibly well to stay out of trouble. Very composed, very clean racing.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
There we go, won the race by half a second, and everyone that wasn't in the top 5 did not score any points today. That was probably all caused by Reese's disconnect in spectator mode, but hey ho, we're leading the constructors and the drivers by quite a big margin. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.